Okay. Now let's get into daily thoughts. So today I actually want to talk about like my tilt yesterday. Basically my I ended up just not following my rules yesterday, right? And got into the trap of over trading, right? If you know my trading, I generally take like two to maybe four positions per week. Now I will take into account I have added more pairs, so to my list, so that's something to take into account. This is the first week where I've added more pairs for this year, right? Beginning of this year, I had the goal of just really getting down your JPY. Got it down, back tested it a ton, and I'm really comfortable with that pair. I really like that pair now. Um, Now I started to add pairs back to my list. Now, what happened yesterday? I took 3 losses on GA. I took 1 loss on Dollar Swiss. I missed an opportunity on Euro GBP. The day before that, I missed another opportunity. Yeah, I did miss another opportunity on Euro GBP, so that should be 2. But we're talking about yesterday. That's why I have 1. And that's a miss on the main account. The secondary account, I actually took that position. No, let's go to that because like there's also another position that I missed there. But I think I missed it because it was late. No, I'm thinking of your AUD. Okay, let's just follow the list that I have here. Your AUD, I missed 2 entries. That's the one I missed 2 entries on. Entry down here and entry here, right? Both perfect setups and setups that I'm taking every single time. I'll take it over and over again, but I missed both of them. And those happened after the 3 losses on GA. And after 2 losses on a trade, that's when I'm supposed to stop, and I didn't stop. I just kept going and going and going. And like I noticed that I kept doing it, but I was talking out, hey, I shouldn't be trading. I shouldn't take this trade. I was literally saying that, and I took it anyway, which is ridiculous. Ridiculous. But that's but I felt like the need to like say that on here because I guess, like I said, I want to be as transparent as possible with this YouTube channel and with me actually tracking myself. I don't really want to hide anything. So when those things do happen, I want to make it known. Now, the biggest problem that I do have when I don't like, the biggest problem that I do have is over trading. The last time this happened was in February. I know, like, when I do over trade, like, that's when I lose the most money. That's the area where I basically self-destruct. And I found a way to combat that, but I have a rule set to combat that. But actually applying that rule when this does happen, I need to be clear, focused, and actually thinking through the process instead of just opportunity take it. Now, I was driving after that, after I walked away from the charts. Right? After I got mad, walked away from the charts, I was driving. I was like, okay, what's the possible solution to fix this? Like, if this happened 2 times this year, how can I prevent this from happening and prevent this from taking back the progress that I had? I'm still in profit for the year, but like I'm in less profit obviously than what I should be according to my rules if I follow my rules completely. So what's another way to combat this? A way that I thought was to lower risk. But when should I lower risk? When do I know the times to lower risk, or when do I know the times to actually increase risk? So I was able to lay out some areas where, okay, if I'm going to lower my risk to this level, like it's gonna be pretty low. Like it's gonna require me to day trade to keep up the same numbers that I produce on a monthly basis, basically. If I'm gonna do that, where are the opportunities I could put more on? Where are opportunities where I can say, okay, this is turning into a winner, and I could put more onto this position. I can basically scale into the opportunity. So that led me to say, okay, when do I know that this is most likely going to be a winner for me? And that led into digging into my winners and stuff like that, and coming up with another idea, right, which is going to be interesting. Again, I'll share it when I get there, when I have all the stats that I want for it. Hold on. Okay. I'm not going to share the strategy, but I'll share. Well, you guys know my basic strategy. It's derived from that, right? I mean, you could take the base of that and figure out some things for yourself. Okay. But yeah, so I figured out a plan an approach that I could possibly take to solve the problem, or at least combat with the problem. And that route's just gonna be more of a grind than what I do now. Instead of taking 2 trades per week, it's gonna lead to probably taking 10 trades per week, which is gonna get me into that mode, or give me into a higher probability of being in that mode of over trading. But the pros to that is that if I do overtrade in that situation, my losses would be way lower than if I stuck to what I'm doing now and ended up overtrading. Okay, and my win rate would have to be at a certain point in order to convert back to the higher risk, or the risk that I'm using now. But that's just those are just the thoughts from yesterday. After that, I guess, episode, or after that series of losing trades. It was just a few. So that's pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much it. Also want to say, like, I guess, like, when I got risk management down and I started to see some progress and some consistency, I guess I expected I'll say beforehand. Definitely beforehand. I expected not to have these type of mistakes happen anymore. I expected it to, like, never happen again. But it keeps happening, it keeps recurring. It's like unless I strictly create it into a habit, or intentionally create it into a habit to, like, when this happens, this is what I'm going to do, and I do it every single time. Until I do that, every time I'm faced with a problem, it seems like I have to use willpower in order to do what I know I need to do, instead of it being automatic. So, not completely there yet, but I'll get there eventually. And I don't think the problems, like, ever go away. It's just finding more efficient ways to deal with them, deal with the issues. Like, if you haven't, if like, you get mad when something happens, or if I get mad when something happens, what's a way that I can combat that, so maybe I don't get mad in that situation? Or if I do get mad in that situation, the way that I have things set up, it's not going to destroy me. It's not going to destroy my progress or anything like that. I think like that's been the approach that I've been taking, or for the past that's the approach I've been taking for a while, at least 6 months. But those are daily thoughts. I really appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys like the stream. If you guys do have any pairs or anything that you guys want to talk about, go to the link in the description where, wow, go to the link in the description for the Discord server. You can go there, reach out to me, and we can talk. You can also talk to the community there. I believe we have about 158 people, almost 200 people in there now. Let's see. Dang, we have 194 people in there. Man, y'all been, I did not know that. So we almost have 200 people here, so about 6 people away. If you guys have any charts, please don't hesitate to send it out. Like, this is meant for us to like learn from each other. Like, I mean, we say trading's a lonely business, but whether you have to vent, whether you really want to share an idea, or you really want to share a trade, like, I mean, share it. Like, if you have this community, if there's a group of people that collectively that trade, they're gonna relate to you. I mean, or you have an opportunity to relate to somebody, right? And not be lonely because of trading. Like, you don't have to be all the time. There are points where you have to be. Yeah, I guess there are points where you have to be. But hope you guys enjoyed the call. I'll catch you in the next one.